Modern Theory of Ether, New Presentation by Thierry Delors, May 2020. In this video, we are going to present a modern theory of ether. Prologue. This video presents a theory exposed in the book Théorie d'or, 10e édition, auteur Thierry Delors, Editions Book on Demand, Paris. Several articles published in the review Physics Essays between 2000 and 2007, author Thierry Delors. Nonetheless, those articles are not satisfying, containing errors. They are deeply improved in the book Théorie d'or, 10e édition, in French. Introduction. Why this theory? What is the interest of this theory? First, it establishes that it exists a theory, alternative and incompatible with special relativity, permitting to interpret all classical experiments linked to relativity. Second point, it permits to interpret some observations that are not interpreted by relativity in quantum physics, particle physics, and astrophysics. Modern theory of ether plan. This video is divided in 4 main parts. The first part concerns the physics before relativity and especially the ancient theory of ether. The second part will expose special relativity. In the third part, we expose the modern theory of ether. In the last part, we will give observations contradicting or not interpreted by relativity, but interpreted by modern theory of ether. Physics before relativity. Now we are beginning the first part, that is physics before relativity. Before relativity, in the ancient theory of ether, it was admitted the existence of a substance defining an absolute rest in which light and electromagnetic waves propagate at a constant velocity c. But the Michelson experiment proved the invalidity of this theory. The Michelson experiment. We remind that Michelson's experiment used an interferometer device represented on the figure. The length BC is supposed to be equal to the length BD. In this experiment, a luminous beam is emitted from point A to point B. In B, it divides itself in 2 beams towards point C and towards point D. Then both beams come back to point B because of the mirrors, and then to point A. According to the ancient theory of ether, the velocity of the 2 beams is not the same, and we must observe a delay between the arrival of each beam in A here. And this delay must change if we turn the interferometer. But we observe non-delay, even turning the interferometer, which invalidates the ancient theory of ether. Special relativity. We are now beginning the second part, that is special relativity. In special relativity, it exists a fundamental concept, that is the concept of inertial frames. Generally, we always consider the case of 2 inertial frames R and R' as on figure 2. R and R' being any inertial frames, it will be always possible to come down to the case of figure 2, changing the axis and the origin of R'. We remark that in the case of figure 2, the axes of R and R' are respectively parallel, and we assume also that at t equals t' equals 0, O and O' coincide. Moreover, the axes OX and O'X' coincide, and R' is driven with a constant velocity in the direction of OX. Relativity principle. Special relativity is based on a fundamental principle called relativity principle. That is the following. The expression of physical laws is the same in all inertial frames. We introduced inertial frames in the previous diapo. A consequence of this principle is the transformation between coordinates of the inertial frame r and r' defined in the previous figure 2 here. Those transformations are written here. They are called Lorentz transformations from the name of their discoverer. X' is equal to x minus vt divided by square c divided by square root of 1 minus square v divided by square c. Y' equals y, z' equals z, and t' equals t minus v x divided by square c, all divided by square root of 1 minus square v divided by squared c. Dynamical laws in inertial frames. The second consequence of the relativity principle is the expression of dynamical laws, valid expressed in any inertial frames. So those dynamical laws are the following. For a particle with a mass m and a velocity v, in any inertial frame we have setting gamma equals 1 divided by square root of 1 minus squared v divided by square c. We have p equals gamma mv, p impulsion, E equals gamma m squared c, E energy, and sigma f equals derivative of the impulsion relative to t. It is a fundamental equation of dynamics. Compatibility of special relativity with observation. What is the compatibility between special relativity and observation? First, in electromagnetism, the observed Maxwell laws are in agreement with the special relativity principle. It is the same for the observed laws in quantum physics and in particle physics, with two exceptions that we will expose further. But point C, in astrophysics, many special relativity is unable to interpret many observations. Modern theory of ether. Now we are going to expose the third part, meaning the modern theory of ether. It is based on the fundamental following principle. It exists an ether special absolute frame. Physical laws are such that they tend to prevent an observer to detect its own velocity relative to the ether. Spatial and temporal contraction. As a consequence of the previous fundamental principle, an object in motion in the ether driven with a velocity v is submitted to a spatial and a temporal contraction with a factor c of v equals square root of 1 minus square v divided by squared c. Postulates 1a and 1b of contraction of times and lengths. Those spatial and temporal contractions are illustrated on those two figures and expressed in postulates 1a and 1b. An object driven with a velocity v in the ether is submitted to a contraction of length in the direction of its motion and of its proper time, that is the time measured by a clock coinciding with it, of the same factor c of v equals square root of 1 minus square v divided by square c. So we illustrated those postulates on those figures above contraction of length in the direction of the motion and below contraction of time. Dynamical laws in the ether. The second consequence of the fundamental principle is the expression in the absolute frame called ether of dynamical laws. We express it in postulate 2, and we remark that those laws are identical to laws admitted in special relativity as being valid in any inertial frame. Postulate 2, for a particle with a mass m and a velocity v in the ether, we have setting gamma equals 1 divided by square root of 1 minus square v divided by square c. We have P equals gamma mv, P impulsion, E equals gamma m square c, E energy, and the fundamental equation of dynamics, sigma f equals the derivative of the impulsion relative to t. Transformations SR Galilean. The consequence of the postulates of construction 1a and 1b is the expression of the transformations between SR and fundamental frames called Galilean frames. A Galilean frame is defined as being a frame in rectilinear translation relative to the SR, driven with a velocity constant in vector relative to the SR, and such that two simultaneous events in R' are also simultaneous in the SR. On the figure, we represented a particular case of Galilean frame R being the SR. It will be always possible to come down to this case, modifying the axis of R'. So R' is the Galilean frame, and R is the SR. We remark that the axes of R and R' are respectively parallel. OX coincides with O'X', and R' is driven with a velocity v that is constant and in the direction of OX. Moreover, we assume that at t equals t' equals 0, O and O' coincide. According to the postulates of contraction of times and of lengths, we obtain the transformations that are written here. X' is equal to x minus vt all divided by square root of 1 minus square v divided by square c, y' equal y, z' equals z, and t' equals t square root of 1 minus square v divided by square c. It is then possible to define a fundamental frame R second that we call Lorentz frame associated to the Galilean frame R'. Lorentz frame R second associated to Galilean frame R'. In order to define R second, we delay in each point P' of R' the clock situated in P' of the time Vx' divided by square c, written here, and we keep the spatial coordinates of R'. So we have the transformations between R' and R second that are the following: x seconds equals x', y second equals y', z second equals z', and t second equals t' minus vx' divided by square c. We then obtain easily the transformations between the coordinates of R and R second that are identical to the Lorentz transformations that we introduced in the part exposing relativity. So we have x second equals x minus vt divided by square c, all divided by square root of 1 minus square v divided by square c, y second equals y, z second equals z, and t second equals t minus vx divided by square c, all divided by square root of 1 minus square v divided by square c. Postulate 3. We have also the last fundamental postulate, that is postulate 3. As a consequence of the fundamental principle, we admit the same way we admitted postulate 2, that the physical laws that are assumed to be valid in all inertial frames in relativity are true expressed in the absolute frame SR according to the modern theory of SR. That is postulate 3. Interpretations of the theory of SR. The interpretations of the modern theory of SR obtained using the previous postulates are the following. First, the modern theory of SR interprets the Michelson experiment. It predicts non-delay between the two beams arriving in point A. And point B, all the observations linked to electromagnetism, quantum physics, particle physics interpreted by relativity, for instance Doppler effect, Fizeau experiment, delay of clocks in motion, are also interpreted by the modern theory of SL. Now we are going to expose the observations contradicting or unexplained by special relativity, but interpreted by the modern theory of SL. The EPR paradox. The first experiment is the experiment of the EPR paradox, or of quantum intrications. In this experiment, as illustrated on figure 4, we create two special photons pH1 and pH2 called correlated photons or intricated photon, and we send them in two opposite directions. Then we make an observation of pH1 with a device measure 1 and an observation of pH2 with a device measure 2. Then we observe, in agreement with the prediction of quantum physics, that the measure of the first photon has an effect on the measure of the second photon, which implies a transmission of information with a velocity much greater than the velocity of light, contradicting special relativity, according to which a transmission of information cannot have a velocity faster than the velocity of light. On the contrary, according to the modern theory of SR, the instantaneous interaction at distance is possible, so there is no contradiction with the modern theory of SR and this experiment. The mass of neutrinos. The second experiment concerns neutrinos. It has been proved recently that neutrinos own a mass, but a variable called helicity of the neutrino depends on the velocity of the neutrino in the considered frame. Because of its mass, the helicity of the neutrino is not the same in all inertial frames. This implies that the laws of standard model concerning the neutrino, standard model of particles concerning the neutrino, are not valid expressed in all inertial frames, which contradicts relativity, and in particular relativity principle. According to the modern theory of SL, the physical laws are not compulsorily the same expressed in any Lorentz frame associated to Galilean frame, so there is no contradiction with the modern theory of SL. For instance, as it is illustrated on figure 5, a neutrino will not own the same helicity measured in the absolute frame SR, and in some Lorentz frames associated to Galilean frames whose velocity relative to the SR is very close to c velocity of light. Cosmology. The third kind of observations is relative to cosmology. The theory of SR interprets the observations uninterpreted by the theory of relativity, connected to dark matter, to dark energy, and to expansion of the universe, inflation, etc. Conclusion. As a conclusion, we have the two following points. The modern theory of SR is not compatible with special relativity with many aspects: existence of a particular absolute frame, possibility of instantaneous interaction at distance, etc. Nonetheless, it interprets all classical relativistic experiments and also some observations not interpreted by special relativity. References A. We are now going to give the sources of this lecture, in which it's possible to read the complete modern theory of SR presented in this video. The modern theory of SR is completely exposed in the book Théorie d'Or 10e édition par Thierry Delors, editions Books on Demand, Paris, 2020. This book contains also a section concerning the fields connected to general relativity and cosmology. Also, it is also the parts of modern theory of SR concerning cosmology is exposed in the article Theory of Dark Matter and Dark Energy version 2 in English, Applied Physics Research, author Thierry Delors, volume 10, number 5, 2018 in open access. References B. The modern theory of essay has also been exposed in several articles of the review Physics Essays between 2000 and 2007, author Thierry Delors, but those articles are not complete and contain errors. A video YouTube, Theory of Essay and Cosmology, author Thierry Delors, presents the part of the modern theory of essay concerning cosmology. Point 5. The book Théorie d'Or 10e édition can be ordered on the website of Amazon Books on Demand, www.pod.fr/library/, and on the website www.theoridor.com. You can also refer to website HAL, Internet Archive, ResearchGate, Vixra. So this lecture is now finished, and we hope that you have been interested by it.